What's going on, everyone? Loans by Luke here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate all the support and the engagement. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. It's a pleasure to have you. But wanted to continue to build off of my last video going through the loan process. So we got through, we got everything submitted, and now we're in underwriting. But before I get into that, wanted to kind of talk about where I am today. So as you can see, on another nature hike, on another trail. Today I'm at the Johnson Nature Center located off of Telegraph, just south of Square Lake Road. Now, I've never been here before, but this place is awesome. They got an orphan deer that they take care of, and they like an orphan falcon, an owl, and they do a lot of good with the community. So there's a lot of youth events over the summer. They got like a summer camp. They can come up, learn more about nature, learn more about animals, and they even have a bird watching, an intro to birding coming up in a couple weeks that I think I'm gonna end up attending. But this place is great. You guys should check it out. But I want to jump into the video, so into the mortgage content. So building off my last video, my last two videos actually. So we showed you how to get a verified pre-approval. The sellers liked your offer so much, they accepted it. Now you're in process and you're going through. We got everything submitted, and so now we're in underwriting. How are we doing, guys? Beautiful day out here, huh? So we are in, we're in the underwriting process. Working with UWM, like I've said before, they're our #1 lender. They reward their clients for using their systems efficiently, closing a lot of volume, and closing deals quickly. So with that, we get access to the quickest turn times. So I've seen an approval come back. We submit everything to underwriting. I've seen it come back out of underwriting in 3 hours, but that's not to be expected every time. We will get a conditional approval by end of business the next day. So you got that 1 day turn time up front. And like I said with my previous video, since we verified everything with the pre-approval, when they come back with that conditional approval, they're typically only asking for a couple of things, right? So it's just to verify that all the title's correct, go through, make sure the appraisal came back good, and we'll get a couple of conditions that, you know, if there's something with like your bank account, like with information, a large deposit, we'll need like a letter of explanation or a source of funds. But, you know, our team's closed thousands of loans. There's nothing that you guys can have that we haven't seen before and know how to handle. So once we get our conditional approval back, that's when we get into what's called approved with conditions, right? So this is essentially saying, hey, we're the lender, we're gonna go through with this, we're gonna loan you this amount of money, but these are the list of action items that we need from you to make sure that everything is good to go and this deal is good to close. Again, since we work so closely with them, just like our initial approval, when we submit conditions, it's a 1 day turn time. So again, I've seen it come back in a couple hours, but expect the next day by end of business. Now, while all this is going on, we're actually able to trigger the initial closing disclosure to come out at the initial underwrite. So I'm kind of talking to my real estate agents here, but it's really important for home buyers as well. So the reason that's so important, getting the closing disclosure out soon, is because it requires 3 days of a cooling off period. Now what that means is if you wait until you get to, you're about to close, you get to clear to close, and then you initial the closing disclosure. I've seen countless deals when I worked as an account executive at UWM where this delays the process, right? This delays the closing because we need that closing disclosure to cool off, which ends up, one, costing you time and costing you money as well. So that's why we want to make sure that everything is good to go up front. So with all the information that we have, we are actually able to send that initial closing disclosure out with a conditional approval letter. But kind of backtracking, when we do get conditions, that's when you and I will work with my processor and the rest of our team to make sure that we do have everything handled. Like I said, our company's closed thousands of loans. There's nothing that you can really throw at us that we haven't seen. So that's enough rambling about this type of stuff, especially about closing disclosures. I'll go over that in my next video, going over the closing process. So again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the engagement, and give me a call if you have any questions. Thanks, guys. Wink, wink, wink.
Thanks for all your hard work.